Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another Dee's Daily Dose. So, if you do not know me, I am Financially Free Dee, and here on this channel, we talk about using other people's money, aka credit, to build generational wealth and become financially free. So, today we have our biggest show of them all. So if you're coming in, today's show is about Business Credit 101. We're going to be talking about your ticket out of the rat race. I'm going to actually give away some amazing gems that just popped in my head because I'm in the holiday spirit. This is my favorite time of the year. So if you are watching and you're just now coming in, make sure you like up this live and start asking your questions. You can ask me any single thing about business credit tonight. And you want to stay tuned to the very end because I am giving away something huge. So if you watch this channel, you're a subscriber, or if you are in our private Facebook group, you are going to want to stick around for this. This is the biggest show that we have to date. So if you're coming in, make sure you drop your question. You can ask me anything about business credit. This is Business Credit 101. Make sure you like up this live, say hello in the chat, put your name, city, state, and put your question, because when we come back, I'm answering anything you want to know about Business Credit 101. And most importantly, I have a huge bonus for you guys who watch me here on live. So I will be right back and you stay tuned. All right, guys, so we're having a little bit of technical difficulties going on here. So I just want to let you know that we are holding the Secure the Bag Master Class going from 0 to 100K this Saturday. And I have something extra special for those of you who have joined our private Facebook group. So if you're here from the private Facebook group, hello. I have something huge for you guys. I am giving you a 50% off discount to our master class. And this is for Facebook group members only. So if you want to get 50% off of our master class that's being held on Saturday, then join our private Facebook group right now. We're going to put the link in the chat. We are dropping the price for you guys for 24 hours. You're getting it for half off. In the Secure the Bag Masterclass, we're literally going to be talking about personal credit. Let's restore that personal credit. Let's build your personal credit limits. Then we're going to form your business entity so that you can get funded. Most importantly, we're here to use other people's money. So we're going to be setting up your business for funding. Number 3, we're going to be going over grants that you can receive right now. If you do not know, I was a huge grant winner this past year and the previous year. So I'm going to be giving away the grants that will give you money right now, and you never have to pay them back. And last but not least, we are going to be giving away the banks that you can get funding from right now, not tomorrow, not yesterday. So if you've been getting denied, if you can't get anyone to approve you, we're going to give you the banks that will. And I have relationships at a lot of these banks because I worked professionally prior to starting my business in that industry. So I want you Facebook members. When you're wondering, hey D, what's the benefits of joining the Facebook group? Well, here goes one. You're getting a 50% off discount. So, Facebook group members, make sure that you check the group after this live. Use 50 off for your discount. Facebook members only. So if you're watching on YouTube, you need to join our Facebook group right now. It is free 99. So we are super excited. And for those of you who have already purchased a ticket, make sure you check your Facebook Messenger. I am DMing you a special bonus. So those of you who have already purchased your ticket, I did not forget about you. You have a special bonus. So this is the giveaway season. If you guys do not know, I am going to be leaving to Zanzibar, to Africa next month. So I am not going to be here live to give all the information like I'm doing. So every single day, I am here to answer your questions. And today we are talking about Business Credit 101. So let's get this thing rolling. If you are watching, we're going to play some of these approvals so that you can see. We're going to play some of these testimonials so that you can see it's not just me. There's clients that I currently have that are getting funded right now, that are increasing their personal credit scores from 500 to 700, 800. So if you watch me and you want to secure the bag, then drop your questions down below. You can literally ask me anything. You can ask me anything. Drop your questions down below. This is Financially Free Dee. We are the home of the high limits, and we want to get you funded this year. The banks are giving money away like it's free. So you want to be one of those people to receive that. Okay, so let's go ahead and play the clip, and we're going to get started into Business Credit 101. This is going to be your ticket out of the rat race. As you're coming in, like up this live, drop your questions, City, and say hello to me and us here on YouTube. All right. All right, so we got some people coming in. Here we go. It's Financially Free Dee here, your resident business credit expert. And I'm coming to you with a very special announcement. So every single time I have a consultation with someone, anytime I speak to anyone on YouTube or Facebook, or even at live events, I get the very same question. How were you able to get that coveted $100,000 in business credit in less than 6 months? Today, I am bringing to you those answers in a special masterclass, especially for you here watching. On November 18th, I'm going to break down step by step exactly how I reached $100,000 in business credit in less than 6 months. I'm going to break down how I structured my credit profile, how I structured my business, and most importantly, the lenders and the banks that I use that was willing to loan to me a startup business. So on November 18th, I'm going to bring to you live a very special master class, and I will see you in the room. Click that link down below. Tickets are going very, very fast, and I have limited seats available. So again, join us live on November 18th to break down how to reach that coveted $100,000 plus in business credit, and I will see you there. All right, everyone. So we are back. That is 0 to 100K, the credit play. And we're going to give you a preview. We're going to start talking about it right now, tonight. So if you are watching and you want to know how to get the banks to give you money, put a $sign down in the chat so we can start talking about it. Let's get into it, guys. I actually have a mentorship meeting after this live, so I want to give you all of the tools that you need to succeed. So number one, in Business Credit 101, you need to know how your business is structured. You need to understand how your business is structured. What is your name? Where was your business formed? What city? What state? What industry is your business in? These are all key factors that you need to know. What is the address? What is your website? What is your phone number? All of these things are very important, especially how your business is structured. Are you a sole proprietorship? Are you an LLC? Are you an S corporation? Are you a C corporation? These are all very important things to understand. That is number one. How is your business structured? Do you have a business structure? Okay, that's number one. Number two, you need to understand what is your personal credit score? What is your personal credit limits? If you have low personal credit limits, you're going to have low business credit limits. So that is the next thing that you need to fix. That's the next thing that you need to be working on. What are your credit limits? What is your credit score? If your credit score is below 700, you got to get that credit score up. If you have bankruptcies, if you have charge-offs, if you have liens, if you have back child support, if you have evictions, repossessions, all of that will get you denied for business credit. So you need to fix those things on your personal credit first and foremost. So business entity, personal credit scores, and what's in your credit profile, as well as your personal credit limits. If they are low, you need to increase them. One bank, I told you guys I'm going to give away some of the banks tonight. So if you want me to give some of the banks that give very high credit limits, put some dollar signs in the chat. And I'm going to give you two banks that actually work with people who have credit limits that are less than 700. So if you guys want those banks right now, drop dollar signs in the chat. You guys got a couple of seconds. If I don't see anything, I'm going to go past the banks, because I need the interaction. Who wants the names of the banks? I need to know that you guys are here with me. Hi, Fanny. Thank you. Hello. If you guys want the names of the banks, drop a dollar sign in the chat right now. I'm going to give you guys a second to catch up. And I'm talking about two banks that are willing to work with individuals who have credit scores less than 700. You do not need to have a perfect credit score to work with these banks. This is very, very, very important, right? So you have two. You guys know about one of them. I talk about it all the time. Navy Federal Credit Union is number one. So if you've missed the Navy Federal Credit playlist here on this channel, you need to go back and watch those videos. Navy Federal will help you increase your credit scores by just working with them. Number two is one I've never given away on this channel. I've never given this one away. Number two is PenFed. PenFed, you notice I said Navy Federal, it's a credit union. PenFed is a credit union. Both of those banks work with people who have less than good credit. So with PenFed, they're bankruptcy friendly. They're bankruptcy friendly. They actually lend to individuals who have bankruptcies. So does Navy Federal. It's all about your relationship. You guys know here on this channel, I talk about relationship banking. So put relationship banking in the chat. I'm going to show you guys exactly how to build out your banking relationship with these banks if your credit score is not above 700. So you can get funding too. You can get funding too. It just takes a little bit longer, right? So you got to work with the banks that are willing to lend to you, right? So I have a question in the chat. Fanny asks, how can you fix your personal credit, or know what to fix? So number one, you need to get your credit report. And we're going to go over this in the 0 to 100K master class. We're going to go over exactly how to figure out how to fix your personal credit. So number one, you need to obtain your credit reports. You need to obtain TransUnion, you need to obtain Equifax, and you need to obtain Experian. And you need to look for these certain things. I'm going to tell you guys right now, and I'm going to go even further in detail in the master class. So number one, you're going to look for if you have any derogatory marks, any derogatory items on your credit report, such as charge-offs, late payments, bankruptcies, repossessions, evictions. Anything that says derogatory or possibly negative on your credit report, those are the things that you need to highlight, and those are the things that you need to fix. So that is your first step to fixing your personal credit, is obtaining those credit reports from Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion, and look for those derogatory items. So if you have any charge-offs, bankruptcies, liens, late payments, all of those things, you need to circle them on your report right now. That is how you start to work towards fixing your personal credit. That's step number one in your personal credit. Fanny, I think you should join us in the masterclass. Like I said, I'm giving a 50% off discount to those of you who are watching from Facebook. So you get something extra special so you can work with me and learn this. I'm going to give all the details, but start there. If you want to know where to start, you need to start there. As soon as you identify all of the negative items on your credit, then you can start to fix it. You'll know the methods. There's different methods. There's called factual disputing. So is everything on your report accurate? Is it factual? If it's not factual, you can dispute it. Okay? So I'm not going to make this all about personal credit. So we'll get more into that in the masterclass, but you need to check and make sure that this is accurate. The link, the link in the description, Fanny, is to the landing page, and you're going to use the discount code that I put in Facebook. So if you're in our Facebook group, look at the graphic in Facebook, and it's going to give you 50% off to the class. Okay, so you got to get the discount code. This is for Facebook members only. If you have not joined our group, join the group right now. You'll be able to get the discount code. So this is a extra special something for Facebook group members. That is the benefit of being a part of our private community. So yes, if you're already in Facebook, Fanny, just check it out. The discount code is in there. But the link is to purchase and register for the class on November 18th. All right. So worked on the personal credit, got the limit increased, right? Some of us want 10,000, some of us want 15,000, some of us want 20,000. So you have to identify where you are. For me, I don't want any limits less than $20,000. Every single business credit that I have is 25,000 and above. So you need your personal credit to be where it needs to be on par, so that way you can get business credit that mirrors it. So if you have a 20,000 limit on your personal credit, then you can go into business credit with 20,000, right? So next is using that relationship banking. You need to figure out what banks lend to your type of business. What banks are startup friendly? Number one, if you're a startup business, you're just getting started. What is a startup? Less than 2 years. Less than 2 years is a startup. So some banks are not willing to lend to businesses that haven't been in business for 2 years or more. Do your research before you just go open accounts. Don't just open accounts and then they don't even lend to a startup business, or they don't lend to your industry. So you need to have a relationship banker. Write that in the chat. You want to have a relationship with a relationship banker. They will help you navigate this. They'll let you know, hey, our bank, we like to lend to commercial real estate. Or our bank, we're willing to lend to a startup. Or no, we don't lend to startups. We don't do real estate. So you have to find out what does the bank do, right? So once you figure that out, then you can say, okay, I'm going to work with this bank. I'm going to work with this bank. I'm going to work with this bank. This bank, all of these banks are willing to lend to me. Then I'm going to start building the relationship. I'm going to open a business checking account. Open a business checking account. If you know you want money from a bank and it is a bank that is willing to give you money, you should have a business checking account. And you should be putting money into that business checking account. Even if you're working on your personal credit, you can do them simultaneously. Okay. And we're going to talk about exactly how you can do that in the master class. We're going to talk about the banks that are startup friendly. Are you here because you're investing in real estate? Are you here because you have a culinary business? Are you here? What type of businesses do you have? So that's why when I'm asking you guys, put it down in the chat so I can actually give you the answers. If you're still with me, put a dollar sign in the chat. If you're still with me, put a dollar sign in the chat, right? So we're going to go to those banks, and the first product that we are going to look for or we're going to apply for is a 0% interest business credit card. Why do we start with a 0% interest business credit card? Because you just said it, it's 0% interest. So that means we're paying all principal, all principal. There's no interest, there's no extra fees. So if you spend $500 on that card, you're going to pay back $500. If you spend $1,000 on that card, you're going to pay back $1,000. We know interest rates are high. Some of you guys may not pay attention, but I read my statements all the time. There are some banks that are going up to 29% interest. 29% interest. So would you rather take 0% or 29%, right? So we're going with that 0%. And there's cards that are available 0% for 9 months, 0% for 12 months, 0% for 18 months. 18 months, right? So there's a bunch, there's a whole entire list of banks that I'm going to give away during the masterclass that literally all 0% interest. They all give 0% interest cards, whether you live in California, New York, Texas, whether you live in Tennessee, whether you live in Florida, wherever you live all over the country, there's a program available for you. And you're going to use that 0% interest to buy that real estate, to grow your business. And that's exactly how I built my business. I started with 0% interest business credit cards. Both of my business credit cards had 2 years, 0% interest, and they paid me rewards. So another thing you want to have on your checklist, does this card give cash back? Does it give rewards? So we're going to talk about that in the masterclass as well as here. Next thing you want to be doing to get out of the rat race, you want to be looking for grants. You want to be looking for grants while you're using your business credit, because those grants are going to allow you to have cash flow in your business. So for me, last year I won 2 grants that were like $5,000, and I won one that was like $10,000. I used that to put into my business checking account so that the banks could give me more money. So I used other people's money to fund my business checking account so that lenders could give me more money. Literally, that is how you use the system in your benefit, right? So those grants were the things funding my business checking accounts in the beginning. It wasn't revenue that I made. I literally got $100,000 in business credit with 0 revenue made in my business. And you can do the same thing. Why is that? We are in the season. So banks have to be in the black. That's where Black Friday comes from, meaning they have to be profitable. So what do they have to do? They have to give you loans. They have to give you lines of credit. They have to offer you things so that you can pay them interest. But since you watch Financially Free Dee, you know how to leverage the banks instead of them leveraging you, or allowing them to leverage you a little and you leverage them even more, right? So this is very important for Business Credit 101. Very important that you follow these steps. I just gave it to you step by step by step by step, exactly what you need to do, right? So you use those 0% interest business credit cards until you start making money in your business, and you still use them because they're going to pay you. They're paying you. My credit cards pay me. What are one of those cards? American Express. My American Express. If you missed it, it's on this channel. I have videos about the American Express Platinum card, and I have videos about the American Express Gold card. I have videos about the American Express Hilton and the Blue Business. Those are all cards that I'm going to go greatly in depth about on the masterclass. But if you want to watch it right now, it's on this channel. The Platinum card pays you. The Platinum card pays you to use the card. Literally, they bought my laptops. So if you're a person in business, you need to know how to put a strategy together. the way I do business credit is all about strategy, right? So we got someone in the Facebook group saying, hey, I'm here from Erica Williams. Hello. If you want to put your name in the chat, you definitely can. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I did an interview on Erica Williams' channel last night, and I gave away a lot of this information because if you were watching, I'm only here for less than a month, and then I'm going to be gone to Africa for 2 months because you guys know I'm building a bunch of real estate there, building a resort, building houses, building. So I have to be in Africa. So I'm here. That's why I'm bringing this master class at the end of the year for those of you who want to join and you want to scale up your personal credit, because number one, you should have good personal credit. If you want to buy a house, you should have good personal credit. If you want to buy a vehicle, you should have good personal credit. Your personal credit determines your interest rates, right? So once you're done, once you've built up your personal credit to like $100,000 or wherever you're comfortable, I'm moving to business credit. Why do you need to move to business credit? Why is that important? Because your business credit does not affect your personal credit unless you go delinquent and you just say, I'm never going to pay them. It doesn't report to your personal credit. It doesn't affect your personal credit. You can have high utilization on your business credit. You can have loans, lines of credit, maxed out business credit cards, and it will not affect your personal credit whatsoever. So guess what? If you have more deals that come up, or if you're ever in an emergency situation, you still have your personal credit available to you. So business credit gives you the borrowing ability to do both. You have money over here and money over here. So when you see people buying a bunch of properties, when you see people scaling up their business to hundreds of thousands of dollars or millions of dollars, this is what they're doing, even with a 9-to-5 job. So if you're here and you're trying to get out of the rat race, you want to become generationally wealthy and financially free, where you don't have to check in with nobody. You don't have to request time off. You don't have to request sick days. You can come to Zanzibar for 2 months with me, or wherever it is that you want to go, Jamaica, Mexico, then you have to start to build this now. So I'm going to break it down, guys, because again, like I said, I have a mentorship to go to right after this. I hope that this was helpful. You guys, don't be shy. Like up this live if you liked what you saw. Drop your questions down below. Again, Dom, if you could pull up the landing page, we are holding the Secure the Bag Master Class on November 18th. You guys, we only have 5 slots available. That's it. And this is no lie. Once the 5 slots are closed, they're closed. We're done. We will not be talking about it anymore. So we are having the Secure the Bag Master Class. For those of you in the Facebook group, we are giving you a discount code. So go check the Facebook group right now. If you haven't joined our Facebook group, join it right now so you can get 50% off the master class. We're closing these last 5 slots. You don't want to miss it. Saturday, November 18th, we're going over everything to secure the bag, personal credit, business entities, grants, and business credit, the banks that you can use right now to get funding. So that is all for me, you all. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for joining in. Facebook group, we love you. YouTube subscribers, we love you. Make sure you like up this live. Make sure you share it with someone. Drop your questions down below because I will be answering your questions live in the master class. No question is a dumb question. Anything that you want to see, anything that you want to hear, make sure you drop it in the comment section. This is Financially Free Dee, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.